Please put your hands together for Woody Allen.
1977 was a fantastic year for me because I directed Annie Hall and I got a refund on my taxes. And I was consequently so happy that I spent 7% less time in the fetal position. And Gary Gilmore was executed, and he was by the state of Utah. And it was the first time that the United States had executed anyone in 5 years because the Supreme Court had said that executions violated the Constitution's ban on cruel and unusual. And I have never been able to witness or stand cruelty. But every once in a while, I like something a little unusual. But the way they executed him, and this is true, they strapped him to a chair, and then they shot him by firing squad. Because in Utah, they haven't yet gotten electricity. Oh, at the start of the year, I got a call from the Academy Awards, and they wanted me to present the award for Best Picture. And the problem is that I'm a man with a very serious creature of habits, I should say. And the Academy Awards is always held on a Monday. And that is the Monday nights I'm always playing clarinet with a jazz band. And I thought, well, maybe just this one time we could move the night. But the Academy said no. They said, we're sticking with Monday. And it turns out I could have actually presented the award because the show ran long and they didn't give out the Best Picture award until Tuesday afternoon. And they gave it to this movie, Rocky, which is about two Neanderthals attempting to beat the hell out of each other. And the Neanderthal was played by this guy named Sylvester Stallone. And he not only acted in it, he actually wrote it. In the old days, we would have called him a triple threat. You know, he could write, he could act, he could make his own stone tools. But I'm actually a fan of boxing, you know, because I enjoy it. You know, when I was in the 5th grade, all the other kids would beat me up. And I started studying boxing. And eventually I could beat up any 5th grader. By which point I was a junior in college. I went to a horrible dinner party, and I've sworn off dinner parties now. It was one of those parties where they really try to mix it up, you know, with different types of people. William F. Buckley was there with Idi Amin. And they were arguing with someone else about the use of fennel. They were arguing with Evel Knievel. You know. And then Raquel Welch showed up. You know. I helped her with her coat. You know, she was wearing a low-cut dress. You know, technically, I think it was a skirt. And Evel Knievel immediately tried to jump her. He didn't make it. You know, laid it right on top of her. Ended up falling into the canyon. And there was Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which I particularly enjoyed because I really related to it, because I had a similar experience. You know, I was riding my bicycle late one night, and I saw this light behind me, and I pedaled faster and faster, and the light kept up with me. And finally I found this abandoned gas station with a payphone, and I called the UFO hotline, and I reported what I saw. And I described exactly where it was. And they said, you're looking at the moon. And they explained that this is what's happened. The moon is so far away that as you're moving, it appears to be stationary, it seems to be following you. And this happens all the time. And I realized what an idiot I am. Because obviously, if aliens come down, the first thing they're going to do is take over the UFO hotlines. So I realized I'm talking to an alien. And I confirmed it, because I asked him who was his local congressman, and he knew. No American, possibly. Now, the big film for 1977, of course, Star Wars, which was such a huge success. No one had predicted that it would be such a big hit. In fact, the producers had not produced any toys for the children to buy. You know, it was a big mistake. I was smarter than that. when Annie Hall came out, I had 50,000 action figures. And I sold 5. And then a few months later, I sold the rest to the Kenner Toy Company. And they converted them to Star Wars action figures. And you can tell when you got one of these, because the Princess Leia is wearing a tie. And the Luke Skywalker, instead of waving around a lightsaber, is flailing a lobster. Thank you so much.